everybody in EDU 162. I think there's 3 of you in this class. This is designed more as almost an independent study for this semester, but it is named as a fully online course. I wanted to make a short video to welcome you to the semester and also to offer first and foremost a few words of apology. I started the semester off by putting the course up onto Moodle as it had existed previously when Ms. Coe taught it, and later, after a little bit of reflection, decided it just wasn't going to work that way, and so I've gone in and made some changes to it, and now feel very pleased with that, and I'm ready to go. But I feel like I've kind of shifted gears with you. If you've looked at it once and you go back and look again, it looks a little drastically different, and so I wanted to make a video and talk a little bit about that. So initially, when I started off signing 2 of you up, and then I added a 3rd person to the course. Because it was an independent study of a course that I don't normally teach and probably won't be teaching again, I kind of thought, wow, this is Ms. Coe's course. I'm just going to use it as she has developed it and just put it up online, and we'll just go with it. However, it's not ever been really designed as an online course, and so that didn't quite work as well as my first thought went. So after some consideration, I decided some reorganization was needed. So I've gone in and I've stuck pretty closely with the original material, but I've done some reorganization, and the first thing I did was I broke the material into modules. So trying not to make mountains out of molehills, so to speak, I just named them 4 modules, module 1, 2, 3, and 4, and tried to get us organized. And then to kind of keep the flow of the semester going but not make it burdensome, I've only assigned 4 due dates through the whole semester. There's a due date for module 1, a due date for module 2, a due date for module 3, and a due date for module 4. Now, you are not going to want to wait until the day before the due date to try to do all of the work for module 1 by any stretch of the means. You're all grown adults and you're all very far along in the program. That's why this course is being offered for you, is so that you can finish and graduate. So I expect that you can pace yourself, and I didn't want to overburden you with a lot of little due dates for all of these little video segments, so I didn't do that. Instead, I just have the 4 main due dates in the course. There are no tests in this course, as you've already figured out. There's no books in this course, but there are a lot of little video observations. As the course name implies, observation and assessment, you are doing observations in the course, and you're doing quite a few of them. So I wouldn't want you to get behind on those. So I can't stress to you enough that you do need to self-pace, but you won't be overburdened with due dates every single week in this particular course. So back to a little bit more about the organization of the course. So each module has weeks in it, and each week requires you to watch 2 videos and then make anecdotal notes about the videos that you watch. So in module 1, the first thing that you'll find is that there are some videos that explains to you about observing children and making anecdotal records or anecdotal notes, so that you have a good understanding of what it is that we're talking about and what the expectation is. And then there are even some forms, some sample forms, and some samples of what those look like, so you'll have a clear understanding again. And then in that first module, there's only 3 weeks worth of videos, because that first week would be watching those introductory type videos, and there's no assignment to the introductory type videos. Each video that you're going to watch during the weeks, because there's 15 weeks that you watch these, and there are 2 videos per week of the 15 weeks. Each video is approximately 5 minutes or less, many of which are less. You watch the video, you're watching a child or 2. Sometimes it's 2 children interacting together, and then you're writing the notes, the anecdotal notes on what you see. And then you're going to put the notes that you're writing into Moodle. I went ahead and I took out what was in there, which was an assignment, and put it into a journal format so that you can type right in there, and in turn I can go in and grade right in there and reply back to you right in there, giving you feedback. I've also again taken out all the due dates so that you're going to live up to those 4 due dates. Speaking of those 4 due dates, I did make a course schedule, which is in the very top portion of the course, right under the course syllabus. So you can click on that and see it. And I made some small changes to the syllabus. It is updated and up there as well. And the changes to the syllabus, there was an error on the date. That was the 70% date. It was off by 1 day. I updated that. And then I also updated, there was 200 points that was going to get assigned to a notebook. That just was not going to work since this is a fully online class. And so I went ahead and made changes for that. And those assignments I'll talk about in just a minute. So those were the changes to the syllabus. I added the course schedule, and then I broke it, like I said, into the modules. At the start of every single module, you'll see the first thing listed is a task list. And the task list tells you exactly what you need to do for that module. And the last thing listed in the task list is the due date for that module. And again, you don't want to wait until the due date to do the work. You'd become overwhelmed. You want to pace yourself. But if you do, I find that you're going to enjoy having just that one due date, not feeling like, oh, there's 100 due dates to remember for this class. So I think you'll enjoy that. There are no tests, no book, as you know, so you're going to watch those videos. And then within each module, in addition to the videos, there's one other large assignment that's worth 100 points. So 4 modules, 4 large assignments, plus the videos, and that's all there is in the course. So in Module 1, there's a writing assignment, and that writing assignment involves going out and physically observing a child face to face, where you're not just watching a video. That does not have to be in a school or a child care setting. It could be at a church, at somebody's home, it could be on a playground. You obviously do have to have consent to observe the child. You don't want to be a stalker, but as long as you have consent, it does not have to be in a school setting. The directions are there for you though, and you're going to observe, and you can read more about it and write it up and turn that in. In Module 2, again, you're going to do observations through the videos, and then after that, you're going to watch and learn about formative assessment, and then you're going to do an assignment on formative assessment. In Module 3, you're going to do your second writing assignment, which was already in Ms. Coe's syllabus, and that one was on a teacher interview, so didn't change that. And then in the last one, you're going to watch about you're going to do your video assessments just as you would have, or observations, excuse me. And then you're going to learn about CLASS, C-L-A-S-S, which is an acronym that teaches us about children and teacher interactions. And it's a way to assess those interactions and improve the way the teacher guides the interactions. And so the final assignment will be for you to work with teacher observations. And that assignment is actually not up as of this minute. I'm still working on it, but that is the only assignment in the class that's not completely up right now. But I already know what it's going to be. I'm just trying to find the appropriate videos to use. So you're going to actually do just like you've been doing all along, where you've been observing the children in the videos, only this time you're going to observe the teacher interactions with the children in the videos. So very similar to what you've been doing, only a different spin. You're going to watch the teacher instead of watching the child. So that is basically the course in a nutshell. I want you to definitely feel like you can come and visit with me in person. Email me, call me, whatever you need to get through the course. And I look forward to working with you this semester, and I appreciate your patience as I got the course ready. And if I could be of any assistance, don't hesitate to contact me. Email is sbaxter@sampsoncc.edu. Phone is 592-8081. I'm extension 2502, and my office is in North 201B. All right, take care.